I'm gonna show you my favorite way to do scrambled eggs. I really hope that that did not wake up Willa. I'm actually going to do one of my favorite little snacks I used to make in high school, Oreo cereal. This will never get old. Good morning, my little green beans. Happy Saturday. I hope you had an amazing week. We are up early this morning. Willa is already down for her first nap, so I can make breakfast. Today I thought we'd do a little what I eat in a day vlog because I haven't done one of those in a while and I thought it would be fun. I am still breastfeeding and I gotta tell you, y'all, it is no joke. It takes so much energy out of you. Like I feel like I've never had an appetite like this or thirst like this in my entire life. I joke with Chandler that I feel like these days my life is a never-ending cycle of putting Willa down for a nap. It's like put her down for a nap, do as much as I can in an hour 15 or an hour 30. Feed her as soon as she wakes up, drink as much water as possible, eat for myself, play with her, and then put her back down for a nap, and then repeat it over and over and over all day long until it's time to go to bed. But she hit a big milestone this week. She turned 4 months on Thursday, which is absolutely crazy. And I guess there's a lot of developmental changes that happen between 3 and 4 months, which is why the 4-month sleep regression is such a big thing. There's a lot going on inside their little bodies. And I think one of the main ones is that their sleep patterns are starting to mature and become more like adults. So like their circadian rhythm and their sleep cycles. We have started sleep training Willa, which actually hasn't been as bad as I thought. We've had a couple of really hard days, but guys, I'm shocked by how quickly she picked up on it. Like the first night she woke up a million times, but night 2 and every night since then, she has slept through the night 8:30 to 7 a.m. Didn't cry, didn't wake up one time. Like anybody on the fence about sleep training, not know how you feel about it. I didn't know how I felt about it. Like you're really not supposed to do it earlier than like, I think it's the 8-week mark. But once your child is old enough to do it, I gotta say I'm a big fan. If you wanna get more sleep in your life. If you don't do it. But we started getting really tired of waking up 6 times a night and she was having a really hard time. So now she's officially sleeping in the nursery on her own. Kind of bittersweet. But she's sleeping through the night and we're all getting more sleep, which means we're all happier and better versions of ourselves. But now that she's 4 months, I guess their daily routine, like naps and feedings, changes a little bit. We don't have to do quite so many feedings. But I think that might help me. If you're new to this channel and you're confused by what's happening, I'm making my green juice. I've made this every single morning for the last 5 years. It's my tried and true recipe. I never stray from it. The only thing that changes is that I got a new juicer. I've been a tiny bit paranoid about is postpartum hair loss. I learned when I was pregnant that postpartum hair loss doesn't actually happen like right when you give birth. It happens at 4 months. It's like right when you start feeling more like yourself again and getting back into the swing of your normal life, boom, you start losing your hair. And so I'm doing everything I can to avoid that happening because I've also heard that it doesn't have to happen to you. And so I'm trying to be way more intentional about getting enough protein in because if I don't like intentionally make an effort to do it and track it, then I don't think I get enough. The good thing is I have been able to add back in dairy. A lot of you have been asking me about that. I had to cut that out around month 1, 2, if you remember, because Willa had a weird rash that wouldn't go away and our pediatrician thought that it could be dairy and she recommended I cut it out for 6 months. I didn't cold turkey cut it out because I honestly didn't know if that's what was causing it. I did really cut back. There was butter on something we cooked or like a splash of milk in something. I wasn't crazy about it, but I wasn't eating like yogurt and ice cream and milk and like all of it at once. But her rash completely cleared up. And I've been adding little things back here and there, which has been so helpful because Greek yogurt is a great source of protein. Cottage cheese is a great source of protein that I'm now able to eat again. I can have milk in my coffee. But lately I've been doing 2 eggs and 2 egg whites. I whisk it up here and I'm just gonna scramble it. And this has like 24 grams of protein in it. I don't normally do this, but I had some extra basil in the fridge, so I think I'm just gonna rip up a couple little pieces in here because I love, one of my favorite things to do if I have it is put pesto in my eggs. Like I would just whisk it up as I'm mixing together the egg and the egg whites, but I don't have pesto, but basil is like the main ingredient in pesto, so it's kind of like a version of it, just to give it a little bit of flavor. I'm gonna show you my favorite way to do scrambled eggs. First, we need to season them, give it some salt. And once the bottom kind of gets heated up, you're gonna push everything towards the center and then let the rest of the liquid come back around. I don't know if that makes sense or if you can see this, but you're just like pulling everything to the center while you tilt your skillet to like fill in the holes. And you kind of keep doing that until everything is cooked. I waited a little bit too long on this one for it to get like the full effect, but it kind of makes this like really cool swirly egg situation. This isn't the best example, but see what I mean? Like, can you see where I'm going with it? They're the best like this. Here's our breakfast spread. We've got our eggs. I always try to do some kind of fruit. I usually do berries, but that's when I have yogurt in the morning. I kind of alternate right now between eggs and Greek yogurt, and so today I thought I would do some green grapes and a little orange. And don't judge me, I'm keeping my juice in the pitcher because a couple weeks ago I thought, why am I pouring this into another cup? I'm just creating more dishes for myself. So now we just stick the straw in and call it a day. It's so good, y'all. Like, I love starting my mornings with this, and it is worth every step of the process for me. Something about drinking green juice first thing in the morning just makes you feel like you're doing something right with your life. In addition to eating more protein, another thing I'm doing to help combat postpartum hair loss is my supplements. I'm still taking my prenatal, tons of good vitamins in this. I'm getting towards the end of my encapsulated placenta, also so many nutrients, and I just ran out of my little gem bites. I've posted those on here a couple of times. They're that little orange whole food bite that have like so many vitamins and minerals and probiotics and prebiotics in them. I love those, and I just ran out, so I need to get some more. But other than that, I don't really know what else to do. I hope I don't lose my hair because when I first moved to Nashville, I had a really bad color job and like all my hair fell out. I had the worst hair. It was so thin and fragile. It kept breaking off. I literally, oh my gosh, guys, it was so bad. I was worried it would never come back. And this truly is the longest and healthiest. It's the healthiest my hair has ever been at this length. I've never had it this long and this full. So I'm really thankful that the volume and the health has come back, and I really don't want to lose it. I am trying to do as little heat as possible. I rarely ever blow dry my hair anymore, and I've just jumped on the heatless curl train. I know I'm like 7 years behind that trend, but y'all, I'm amazed. It seriously works so well. I haven't quite perfected my method, but not only does it save me so much time in the morning getting ready, which is like bonus if you have kids, but it also saves my hair because I'm not putting heat on it. Win-win. For any other moms out there watching, I just thought I'd let you know that your pumping experience, if you're breastfeeding, will be so much easier if you have the correct flange size. I have gone this entire time with a size that was like 3 sizes too big. I had no idea how much that was impacting the amount of milk I got out per pumping session. I also couldn't figure out why it hurt so bad. Nobody told me. I ordered smaller flange sizes, and I am getting like double, triple the amount of milk per pump. I just did it for a quick 10 minutes because Willa didn't take a full feed earlier this morning, and so I wanted to just empty myself so I could, you know, replenish. I got 5 ounces. And also, get yourself a proper pumping broth. Up until like last week, I hated pumping, and I could not understand why women and mothers spend so much of their time on these little pumps because it was so miserable for me. I, one, had the wrong flange sizes, and I was holding them to me. And with the angle that they are, if you're just holding them without any other support, you have to like crouch forward, and my back hurt so bad. I was like, I'm miserable. Why would I do this 4 to 6 times a day? This is the absolute worst. And then I realized I needed a pumping bra, and I was like, you know what? I'm cheap. I don't want to spend money on one. And so I took an old sports bra and I cut holes in it to hold the flanges in place. And y'all, I feel like I need to get points for ingenuity and creativity because that was pretty smart, but it didn't really work well. I finally caved and I got a real pumping bra, and you guys, I hate to admit, it does make a world of a difference. Now I can actually play with Willa and do other things while I'm pumping and not be crouched forward like the Hunchback of Notre Dame and be in pain for the entire experience. So I just thought I would share in case you're having the same problem as me and nobody told you, because nobody told me. Willa is doing a little bit better with the bottle. She doesn't love it still, but she'll drink from it. So that's progress. So I usually just save her like 2 ounces because I don't want it to go to waste because she usually doesn't drink the full thing anyway. I'm gonna freeze the other 3 because one day I am hopeful and believe that she will take these bottles. And when that day comes, I'm gonna be prepared. My latte art has not been very good these days, and I don't know why. I'm not doing anything different. Every single time I've tried this last week, it's been just booty. Maybe we switch it up today and I film it, and maybe I'll get it. All right, here goes nothing. Not bad, but not great. I'm surprised that I got something that even closely resembles latte art, but not my best work. Willa and I just met up with a friend and went on a walk, and it is so beautiful outside. The weather in Nashville is so funny. We literally had snow last week, and now it feels like a spring day. Both of us were sweating in our little Mickey sweatshirts. Oh, that just made me feel so good. I normally don't have lunch this early, but I just got her down for a nap, and I'm actually quite hungry from that walk. And you know what sounds good? A smoothie bowl. It's actually been a second since I've made one of these, but today's like the perfect day for it. I'm curious how many of you found my channel through smoothie bowls. Comment down below and let me know which video it was that you saw. Man, that was such a fun era of YouTube. I always think it's funny when people ask me how I got started and if I always knew it was going to be smoothie bowls, and I actually didn't know it was going to be smoothie bowls. I was just doing it for fun, and my plan originally was just to do 5 videos. I was going to do a smoothie bowl series and then move on to something else, and so I started making these tutorials. Let me know if you watched any of those back in 2020 during the pandemic. And when they started to go viral on here and over on TikTok, everyone started calling me the smoothie bowl girl. And so I was like, well, I guess I'm the smoothie bowl girl, and I've got to start doing these all the time. That's how it happened. And honestly, I love it. I haven't had just like a proper pitaya bowl in a long time, so that's what we're gonna make today. I'm just adding this frozen pitaya packet. That's what makes it bright pink. I've got a splash of almond milk, a frozen banana, and do a little bit of frozen mango for the sweetness. I normally don't put frozen cherries in, but I only have a few of these left, and honestly, they need to go. I'm just trying to get rid of them. And then a few shakes of blueberries. Now, for the nutrition, you can add in your own mix-ins like chia seeds, flax seeds, dates, little things to like boost it. But I personally, I love these blender bombs because it's all of that. It's already combined in these little bombs, if you can see that. You can just plop right in your smoothie. That way you don't have to like pull out all the ingredients and do scoops of everything. I just find that it's a lot easier. I'm also using a scoop of their vanilla protein powder. I also like using the Isopure vanilla protein powder, but it is a whey protein powder. This is a plant-based protein powder, and it has a really clean ingredient. So I started using this one during my dairy-free journey, and I really like it. So I kind of switched between the two now that I've added dairy back. But this one has 20 grams of protein. The ingredient list is amazing. It's pea protein, vanilla powder, pumpkin seed, monk fruit extract, and chia seeds. That's literally it. I don't know what kind of protein powder you're using, but I dare you to pull it out of your pantry and read the list of ingredients and tell me how many chemicals are in it. This one's amazing, and they're not paying me to say that. Sorry, this is gonna get loud for a second. I really hope that that did not wake up Willa. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Are you kidding me? And now we decorate. The best part of smoothie bowls, in my opinion, is the toppings. I feel like the smoothie bowl part, the actual base, solely exists as a canvas for your toppings. Oh, we don't have any granola left in this bag. Luckily, I have a backup. This one is cookie dough granola from Oat House. They make the granola butter that I'm obsessed with. They just came out with this granola, and it's really, really good. Something here. I think one day it would be fun to make and sell my own granola and like whole smoothie packets. Let me know if y'all would buy some if I did that. We're gonna add some peanut butter. This honey peanut butter from Justin's is one of my all-time favorites. I also love their maple almond butter, but I've kind of been on a peanut butter kick lately. A little glob of that right there on the side. And we finish with a honey drizzle. Oh my gosh, you guys. Tell me that that does not look like the best thing you've ever seen. Now I'm going to sit out here on my patio and eat this until Willa wakes up. Look who is awake from their nap. Can you say hi, everybody? Hello to my YouTube auntie. The thigh rolls, I can't. We are playing. I'm having my little afternoon snack. Lately, I've been loving these little meat sticks. I have the mini ones, so I usually do too. I know they have the long ones, but these ones are the Country Archer grass-fed beef. I've tried the chomps, and this might be too much information, but they give me really bad gas. And I only share that because I feel like that's something people would want to know when they're choosing their snacks. I could not figure it out for the longest time, and then I realized that it was the chomps, and so I only eat the Country Archer ones from now on. And then I'm having a pack of fruit snacks because I'm weak and I love these. Oh, thank you for your little hand on my knee. I need to show you some of the cute clothes that just came in for Willa from Mini Ollie, you guys. They will forever have my favorite sets, like little sweat sets for little girls and little boys. They have cute ones for little boys, but look at this. We got the strawberries, the flowers. Are you kidding me? for spring. And this one she'll have to grow into. It's a little big, but how cute is that? I cannot with these flower overalls. They're like canvas material. They kind of remind me of painting overalls, and I can just imagine us in a couple months or next year crafting together and painting in our colorful overalls. And then I got this cutie little sweater for her to wear in Paris when we go in April. I love these little embroidered details. This little bubble romper that she's wearing right now is from them as well. So cute. They have so many cute little kid clothes, and so if you want to shop, my code NOMAD will get you 20% off at checkout. It's dinner time. Willa just woke up from a nap. We're in our matching PJs. This little seat, you guys, is probably the best invention I think ever was made for a baby. Get their little table, give them a little toy. We take this with us to restaurants and like sit her in the chair next to us or in the booth, and it's the best thing ever. She's not quite big enough for a high chair at the restaurants yet. I'm gonna show everybody our outfits, matching with mommy. Today is kind of a unique day because Chandler is working out of town, and so usually on these days, just to make it easy because I'm with Willow all day, I will Uber Eats dinner, but I kind of thought that was lame for what I eat in a day vlog, and I had some really yummy leftovers. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight because it's a lot harder to cook when he's not here, and also I just don't have a lot of motivation to make a whole meal just for myself. But I made this last night for us. It is Italian sausage bowtie pasta. It's so yummy, and it's really one of the easiest dinners. You basically just make the pasta, and then in one pot you cook up the sausage, add some tomatoes, add some cream, add some seasonings. Oh, there's onion and garlic in there as well. Stir it all together, add the pasta. It's kind of like a one pot dinner minus the pot that you have to boil the pasta in. And then you top it with some basil and cheese. Perfection. I feel like definitely during pregnancy, but also now when I'm breastfeeding, I have just like a craving for heartier meals, like warm, cozy pasta dishes, bowls, rice, protein, veggies. I feel like I have a much bigger appetite nowadays. All right, y'all, we're getting towards the end of our day. I just got Willa down, and now I'm going to make myself a little snack. I usually have ice cream as my snack of choice in the evenings, but we're all out, so I have to improvise here, and I'm actually going to do one of my favorite little snacks I used to make in high school, Oreo cereal. It's exactly how it sounds. We're gonna take 2 Oreos. You can use 3 or 4 or however many you want, but I have a couple of the things that I kind of want to munch on tonight, so I'm just gonna do 2, I think. Good old-fashioned milk. We're gonna make a little bowl. Now, the trick with this is to eat it as fast as you can because the Oreos get soggy really quick, but it's so good. This will never get old. I hope you love this video. Thank you for watching this week. Comment down below and let me know any other videos you'd like to see here on this channel. If you liked it and it made you smile, please give it a big thumbs up before you go. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Check the comments for our 700,000 giveaway winner. Thank you to everyone who entered, but I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye.